I'm going to show you the 15 best free VST plugins for 2024. Jumping right into it, first off, we have the Easy Strings plugin, one of the best strings plugins I've ever used, actually. Amazing sound quality, and I will say, by the way, I've done these videos every year of like the best free plugins of each year, and I feel like 15 is the biggest amount of plugins I've ever covered for a year. We have a lot to go through in this video. I'm also going to do something very unique that I've never done in any big compilation like this. So get ready for that. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. But first off, getting into this plugin specifically, I have a few different settings here: reverb, chorus, delay, and lo-fi. Being honest, the only one of these macro settings I'd use is actually the lo-fi. So if I have this, I can, So what's kind of cool with that is I can almost do some like horror stuff. I feel like that'd be really good for like even like a horror film if I'm like, or whatever, you know. And then also have, let's say, cab here. In addition, when it comes to Easy Strings, I have 3 different instruments. I have violin, viola, and cello. And then each one has 4 different settings. So you're basically looking at 12 different instruments for this plugin, because I can do tremolo, right? Pizzicato. I always picture Zelda every time with this. And then lastly, spizzicato. Right? Now to show you the viola. I'm going to show you each one real quick. And then, let's go to the cello. I love the sound of, like, a big cello, you know? Then we have tremolo. Ooh, wait. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do for this video. I've never done this. Now, recently, in my free VST plugin reviews, where I go in-depth about one plugin, I've started to make songs with the plugin. So I'm not just reviewing the plugin and messing around with it, but I'm showing you how can you actually use it in a song. I'm going to try something unique here for this video. See how this works. It might not work, but let's try it. I'm going to make a song using all 15 of these plugins I'm going to show you. Each one is going to add in one element. So I'm going to maybe start off with like, I'm just going to go here, make a bar, right? But you can do like one bar, not like a full song. Put it at 128, and then let's do like, okay. Bring this here, maybe. No, definitely here. Maybe put it in, I think we're going E minor. In case you're curious too, I don't know how this happened. You may have noticed from my dedicated subscribers, every time I do a video about a free VST plugin, the main note that I happen to hit is D on my keyboard, on my computer keyboard, which happens to be E. So I do. No. Maybe. Yeah, definitely keep it at the full bar, and then, so we'll just like... Alright, we'll start with that, right? Remember, we can always go back and change it. Next up, we have the Monster Sax, easily the best saxophone VST plugin out there. This plugin is insane. I'm just going to say it right away. To play it, I'm going to do this so I don't have a key switch. Now we have a couple key switches here to adjust the nature of the saxophone. Right? So if I do like this one, for example, we're on short notes. Right? And then if I go here, you can see the feature that's being highlighted, right? Right? Staccato. So we have all these different settings. Then we have minor trill. This reminds me of anyone remembers this is ultra specific. The Nightmares theme song in Zelda Link's Awakening. Ultra specific, I know. Then we have before major trill. And then a growl. Which is great. So the one thing I will say about this plugin that's a little annoying, I hate it when plugins have this key switches that's triggered by MIDI. I get it, but I'd rather have it be like, I don't know, a different way to trigger it. Personally to me, because if let's say I want to go back and forth between all of these, which I think, why wouldn't you? You know, that's the one thing I will say, right? But let's put it back on legato. How do we put it back on? There we go. Okay, so. Let me do this. Keyboard keeps messing up. I hate when plugins sometimes have this weird issue there. Right? Phenomenal sound quality. I mean, this plugin's just insane. Especially, I mean, right now I'm giving you like the scraping the iceberg, right? The tip of the iceberg here. But if you combine all these together in one song, I mean, you can make some crazy, unique, and just incredible saxophone lines. So in this one, let's jump back into this now. We have this, right? Let me turn this back on so you can hear it. Just throw something here. Maybe have, I think it'd be kind of cool to have a growl would be kind of cool, but let's see if I just throw in like an E, right? Because we're in E minor right now. Now let's see. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. That could be kind of cool, like before something. Nah, I'm gonna do this maybe, dude. No, okay. I wish the decay was a bit longer on that. You know what, I'm gonna turn the delay up. Usually, I don't, being honest, when it comes to free VST plugins, I don't like using the delay knob or like most of the macro settings. Usually, they're not that good for effects. I usually use it in Ableton, but in this case, just want something quick. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's all I need to hear. Not really that good. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna parallel process this, right? I will say there might be a certain point where I have to add in, I may have to freeze and flatten because I'm adding in too many elements. I wonder how that would sound starting off. Alright, it's getting kind of interesting. Just when you think it can't get any better, we have the Pringles kit. This plugin is one that at first I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. But I actually made an entire song using just this plugin, pretty much. And it came out as like a really cool techno record. So this is some cool elements to it. So some of them are a bit better than others, right? Basically, we have reverb, distortion, volume, cutoff. Scope, it's just kind of like a cool visual thing. Right? right? So what's interesting is some of them are pitch bend. Like if I go up in the register, you know, I'm going to do this. I think it's probably easier to see it like this with this plugin, because it's kind of interesting the way it does this. So you can see if I go here, first you're like, oh, well, just the same note pitch bend. Not exactly, because if I go down, yes. I think down here. Right, so it's interesting that in the beginning register, it's almost like a mini rompler of Pringle sounds. And as you get higher, it's pretty much the same one, which is different pitches. I'm probably going to maybe just add in like I'm probably going to use this as more of a percussive thing in this record. This actually was the one, I think, that started off my track. Is there anything? I like that roll. I don't think the roll... Maybe use that as more of like a bongo sound. What is that? It's right on the E. Oh, ironically, right on the E. Okay. E. Nope. This would be something to be kind of cool, I think, in the second bar. Once I add in like a kick. No, I don't think it works there. Maybe... yeah, something like that. But I gotta say, for this plugin, although it seems kind of random, you know what? I'll post a link below to the Pringle song. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I don't think I've ever done this. I'm gonna play you a mini preview of what this song sounded like using just the Pringles kit. Just had to show you that song to give the plugin justice. Next up, Psytrance Bass. This one's awesome. I gotta be honest. When it comes to making electronic music, Psytrance was actually the first genre of EDM that I got obsessed with years ago. I mean, this when I was playing DDR, I was very big into Dance Dance Revolution. I used to battle doing it, like the arcade game with the arrows and everything. And this is the first genre that I got obsessed with. My first favorite EDM artist was, I guess I call it a duo too, because they are, is Infected Mushroom. The first song, by the way, in case you're curious, is I'm the Supervisor. Very underrated one. A lot of people know about, you know, all the other ones, like Muse Breaks is, I know, one of their big ones. And I mean, they have a bunch of crazy records. Cities of the Future, I know, was a really old school one. But this one, I'm the Supervisor, legendary. But anyway, getting back into this plugin. Right. Now, this is going to be an interesting one to try to put in this song, because this is coming out. I don't know how the song's coming out. I'm not going to guarantee the song's going to come out good, but we'll see what happens, right? And what's good about this is it's all these Psytrance-based elements that you want. You have envelope, modulation, distortion, global, mode, and filter. We also have a bunch of different presets here, right? I'm just going to go through these real quick. Not all of them, maybe. Now, this is the type of plugin that's very, very good if you just have that roll, like, like the typical Psytrance bass roll. I think in this case, though, this song's definitely not coming out to be a Psytrance record. So I'm going to see how I can mix this in. Ooh. Obviously, some of these two you can use as general bases. See, I think what I'd actually probably do is do a high. Let's do this. So I'm probably going to do that. That way I can cut out some of the odd, like, resonance style sound. Yeah. Wait, am I going up? What am I going up? F sharp G? Yeah. So we'll do this, maybe this. Actually, sounds pretty good. I am going to throw on maybe like a subsaturator. Is there a macro volume here? Yes. Get a little louder. Nah. No. Alright, let's go back here. Let's see. Oh, something sounded off. I was like, something's not... There we go. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. I was like, something just... I must have messed... I'm gonna put this down. Yeah. Alright. Getting there. Next we have My AI Jackson. This is basically just vocal one-shots, so... Alright, and we have a bunch of them. 15 different ones. Hey, perfect. 15 one-shots for 15 free VST plugins for 2024. So, to play them real quick. Might as well do all of them, why not? You can see some of them have more of a operatic nature, more of a staccato nature, kind of all over the place. Now this is one, I'm trying to figure out, I want to include this one in this, the song, right? No, I kind of like that, like, it's gonna sound weird. I wonder if I might do a filter on this one, or I might resample it, actually. I'm gonna have to solo it. Even though I know the other one's kind of doing... And there's a lot of different melodies going on that might not work. See, this is where this is going to get kind of interesting, trying to make a song out of all of these. There may be too many different melodies and counter melodies going on, like it becomes too overwhelming. You know what? I'm going to remove, even though I like this right there, I'm going to remove that. You know what? I'm going to do this. I mean, at some point I'm probably going to have to do this for processing power. I want to... Alright, so now we have this. That makes it a little bit easier. Now we have Serenity 2 Lite. When it comes to free VST plugins, you typically have two different categories. One is a standalone free VST plugin. Another one is kind of like a freemium plugin where you can get the Lite version, which is what I have here, and it's free. And if you want to pay money, you can get the premium version, right? This is by Quiet Music. They make tons of soundscape plugins. I've said this before. There's a bajillion guitar VSTs, reverb VSTs, pianos, and everything. But they make great plugins for new age music, meditative music, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. We have a few different presets here. I also have three different main elements. I have the sub, the pad, and the layer. So if I do this, I just have the pad. Just a sub. So I'm not really hearing that. Let me turn. Not really thinking too much of the sub, actually, which is kind of weird. And then the layer. Oh, this probably would be for, like, this. Oh, let me send this. Oh, this is the reason why. I forgot. There's multiple channels. There it is. Now sub. Forgot about this plugin. What's weird is you can see these numbers here. I can route them, and if I want to do, like, a lot of very intricate mixing, I forgot. That's one thing I don't like about this plugin. So, like, for crickets, now you can hear it, right? I feel like for this one, to include it, because I love Serenity 2, I'm probably going to do rain. Let's put it back on 1. Actually, I don't like the sound of that rain. There we go. Okay, now I'm trying to go... Let's go to the next one. Alright, now let's include this. I'm trying to think of a good one. I might use this for, like, a background effects. Something I learned, like, studying people like Skrillex and pegboard nerds, even for something like dubstep, having some, like, light atmospheric stuff can actually be, like, really good. I'm gonna just do this. I'm probably just gonna do that. Because if I do this, it sounds kind of empty, right? But then when I do this, even if you don't maybe notice it's there, it's something like subtly to kind of keep it going. Because if I do this now, you know, I want to show this again. Though I wonder... Oh, I forgot. This doesn't get triggered by that. It's kind of annoying. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put it solely in the background. Let's do like 10. Well, definitely not infinity. I'm also going to start making these smaller because see if we can fit as many as we can. I know some high in there. Let me do something like that. Next up, we have Synthax. This is an excellent synth/rompler plugin. If I click this, you can see a bunch of presets from like airy elements, bass, bells, plucks, and voxes. Right? Just to show you a bunch of them. So some of these are great for, like, say, house music, bass music, big room stuff, even, like, new age. Like, there's a lot of versatility when it comes to this plugin. You see, you have some macro settings here, right? So I think, like, a good one... Always reminds me of like Seinfeld, that kind of like slap bassy style sound. Might go to like belt. I think this is what I'm gonna do. Is do something here. Let's do this. Make this smaller. And then no, I actually want this to be here. No. No. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Cool little thing in between like the two 4-bar sections. Coming up next, we have X5s. Gonna show you, boom, a bunch of different, you know, xylophones, percussive elements, bells. Right, great sound quality on all these. I'm gonna probably resample this one. A little distortion there. I don't like that. Some of these are a bit loud too. Oh, okay. How are we gonna include this one? I kind of like that. I like that sound right there. See how we can do this. I might want to do this, actually. No. I'm going to do this just for... Because these ones sometimes can get a little tricky, so I'm going to flatten this. I'm going to do the same thing. I kind of like that. I mean, not the best inclusion, in my opinion, but I feel like this is going to become a point where I'm like, if I want to have 15 things going on at the same time... Gotta get creative, right? Now, the first part of this video, I was showing you free VST plugins. Now we're gonna focus on VST 3 plugins. Technically, same thing in a sense, VST 3. So kicking it off, we have STFU, great name for plugin. This is a wicked simple, easy to use sidechain plugin. The first effect, by the way, on this video. So I'm gonna put this on, I think, this one. You can see I can do a bunch of different things, by the way. I'm going to turn the filter off. I can adjust it here. Oh, let me turn that off. Like so, very easy. I can adjust like the length as well on both different ways. I can click and drag like this if I want to do something unique. Like I can also add one in by double clicking. I can adjust by seconds. I mean, this plugin is honestly kind of like a free version of like Kickstart. Was it Tony Romero who made that one? Or LFO Tool by Extra Records, right? I can also adjust different things here, right? And here in terms of like the XY axis almost when it comes to the envelopes. So really, really versatile plugin. Super easy to use as well, right? So let's find like a good... Nah. we're at this one. Maybe oh. Yep. Yeah, kind of like... maybe not. So eventually, by the way, the last part of this video will actually be a kick. And I feel like it would add that kind of like syncopation-like element where it just brings everything together in one full kick. So I feel like this would be good for sidechaining, because especially when it comes to sidechain compression, the big thing when it comes to this is it ducks out the sound. As you can see right here, nothing's really happening right here. So that way, especially in electronic music and everything, the kick hits, and then all the elements kind of come in. So I could probably add this in almost anything, like if I really wanted to. The sub I might keep for now, but I could do like this, right? Right? But I think in this case, I think that's it. Yeah, there it is. Now we have Hibiscus. I'm going to play it. Another soundscape new age style plugin. On this video, I really want to show you a bunch of different plugins. From synthesizers to unique instruments, soundscape stuff, some effects, pretty much everything when it comes to making music in general, right? To show you a bunch of different styles depending on what style you personally make. Right, and we have... Right, really good pad style plugin. We also have some shorts here. You know what's interesting? This sound always reminds me of, I know I keep talking about like video games here and there, is Mario Golf on N64. There's one, what course is it, that has this kind of like, right, has that kind of like sound texture. You can see we have endless and then short. So I feel like endless is really good for pads and that kind of atmospheric like texture. Shorts, it sound not necessarily full on one shots per se, but kind of. Kind of like that one that we had before. Alright, I'm gonna go back to wind. I might... This is gonna be a tricky one to figure out. Now that we're getting... Wait, where's that E? Here it is. So that's probably gonna have to go here, I'm thinking, maybe. Nope. No, I want it to be the full bar, I think. It's gonna have to be like that. This one, I kind of want that, so let's go to the macro settings here, right? I kind of want the reverb to be a... little, I don't like that high end, but that can work. Let's turn up the release a bit. Yeah, I kind of want to almost have that, like, very long tail. Next up, dub stage piano. Oh. Now, next up again. Alright, mulligan on that one. Now, this one has a bunch of different features. Some of them you can do with an Ableton, but let's say if you don't have Ableton or whatever. I have filter right here, so I can do something like... Right? But let's say, let me make this... Can I make this bigger? I thought I could, actually. My trackpad also has some issues. I remember... Oh, maybe it's just lagging a bit. Okay, there we go. Now you can see it in its full glory. I can add an LFO rate. So if I do this, and do this, and I go here, right? Let's make it, like, wicked fast. Right, so you can do a lot of cool stuff with this one. I'm going to turn this off because that's going to be kind of annoying. It's going to keep doing that over and over. But I just turned that piano to more of like a patty. I could even do like a pluck type thing too if I want. Right, so I have EQ. I have some modulations here. Right, if I want to... how do we turn this up? Now I go to chorus. Right, or if I want to do a phaser. Right, and I have some space here too, right? So, in addition, we don't just have that, we have presets. So we have a bunch of ones here from a bright piano. I'm gonna scroll these, cinematic piano. Right? Right? I might do the sensitive piano, I think, for this one. I'm going to do one of my favorite techniques. By the way, I did collapse all of these because now we're getting to a lot of plugins. I'm surprised CPU's not doing too bad. Especially because, remember, I'm recording this video and making music at the same time. I'm going to do... this, actually. So we have this right now. This is one of my classic techniques for pianos. I just love doing this because it's, one, it's pretty easy to, and two, it's kind of cool to see it. Right. Now I'm going to go to, it's going to be MIDI effects, usually audio effects. Next, add a couple steps. No, I definitely need 4. I think 4 steps. Nope, go to 4. So it kind of fades off a little bit in the distance, like... I kind of like that it kind of like... It doesn't fully complete it because it's too high up. I kind of like that, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna add in the saturator. Well, I want to make sure this... Oh, see, I don't... Ooh, that's not good. I just realized something. Alright, so it's... I could tell something was off. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm now gonna... This is where freezing and flattening comes in handy. I could tell that... I think it was looping not fully synced the way I want it to. So I'm gonna do this. Bye. I'm just gonna add in some reverb, though, so that way it doesn't feel like it cuts off, because I feel like that sounds kind of... Yeah, there we go. And then we just loop this like so. Oh. Okay. There we go, okay. I can tell something just seemed a little bit off about that. Let's get into the next plugin. This is a fun one. This is Text to Sample. Think of it like the Chat GPT of making samples. I feature this one in a standalone video. Some of these other plugins as well, I've created standalone videos for. And in addition, I feature this one in my top like Halloween plugins. These are some I've already made, just using this plugin since I've downloaded it. So what you do is you type in anything, and it creates this sample for you. So here's crazy. You can see right here what I've typed in, right? So, oh, I have to switch this actually to here. Now you should hear it, right? lo-fi samples, organs. That's one thing I will say as a quick side note, which you may have noticed with the routing here. When you bring this up into Ableton, it routes out your computer audio, not the Ableton audio. So I don't know why it does that. That's kind of odd, to be honest. All right, so we have a bunch of links here. I'm gonna just type in beat. Let's just see what it generates. Remember, we have no idea what's gonna come about. This is the first kind of like percussive thing we're gonna use. So, gonna have to do a lot of kind of splicing, I think, with this one. Or is it slicing? I feel like I say splice more than slice now because of splice. Like, there was a period of time, too, when I was using Machine, in case you're curious. The first DAW I started with wasn't Ableton, it was Machine. And as opposed to spelling machine normally like M-A-C-H-I-N-E, I was spelling machine like M-A-S-C-H-I-N-E because of Native Instruments. I don't like that one. I want something like hip-hop lo-fi-ish, to be honest. I'm more even looking for some like percussive elements, I think is the best way to word that, because I don't want the kick yet. I feel like the kick's gonna be like the at the end to like bring everything together in kind of a fun way. So I feel like some kind of percussive stuff. Okay. You never know what you're gonna get, right? So you know what? Maybe that element of the Electro House, I already used that one before, so here's what we're gonna have to do. It's kind of annoying. Click this, and do this. Oh, yeah, shoot, because this is, okay. Yeah, that's the only kind of annoying thing about this one. All right, and then we go back to here. Drag, oh, come on. Okay. Now we're gonna just delete this, because now we have the sample, right, from it. And now we're gonna have to kind of quantize this. Yeah, that end, I don't like this beginning part, but like, we can definitely make this work, I think. I'm gonna do this. Sometimes it's a low-code technique. If I kind of consolidate it, it creates, or snaps the grid to now the grid equaling the project file itself. So now I can do this. I'm gonna delete that, probably. Nope, come on, go away. Go away. Come on, go away. Okay, there we go. Let's bring this up. I'm gonna definitely have to like. Sounds kind of oddly in the beginning. You know what? I kind of like that at the end, like the banana. Maybe I can do that. Unless we do one each. And the speed up is too. Kind of just like that, to be honest. Like. Like, what would this? Maybe, okay, I'm gonna do this, but maybe half. Okay, I'm gonna do this. What's 198 plus 2? 184? Oh, no, okay. Never mind. Okay, no. Yeah, I might. I kind of want to halftime this. It's like dun 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 dun. Cool little trick. Do this, and then dun 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 dun, and then we'll move this here so that low like edge is not. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now we got that. All right. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I'll take it. Definitely need a compressor on this, because that low first hit is like, you can see the waveform, it goes like that. I'm just gonna... Nope. Alright, now of course, there's no way I could do this video without featuring a free synth VST plugin. This is Reconstruct. This one's pretty just wild. I think it's the only way to word it. It's like a neural synth. I'm gonna shrink this down to 75%. I know it's one of those odd plugins that 75 seems too small, but then 100% goes like off the screen. You can see it like down there. It's kind of annoying. But to play it, now, this is one of those plugins that you can mess around with for an insane amount of time. I can just see color modify saturation here. I can add in, like, say, a waveform and then a modulation, right? I can adjust the octave and then the level. Let's do, I know, I'm just making stuff up. I can do chaos and then I can generate. It's generating. Now this is what we get. Right, let's generate it at similarity. Actually, kind of similar. All right. Saturation. Let's just modify up. I don't know. Just make it chaos. Generate it. We're good. Right. This is one of those ones that's just so many odd. I don't know if anyone's ever been to Meow Wolf, and like, I think, it's in Denver, Santa Fe, and Vegas. In my opinion, I like Vegas, I think, the best. Vegas and Denver are both really good. I've never been to the Santa Fe one, although I heard this is pretty good. This kind of reminds me of like kind of sounds I hear in Meow Wolf. This kind of like trippy, like, even I go through the presets, right? Like, for any kind of experimental music, it's funny how this one's the most like normal sounding thus far. If you do maybe like sci-fi movie scoring, okay. Alright. Some of these are alright. It's funny how some of them sound like your normal synth, and then other ones you're like, what? It's like a lot of things going on. And you can see kind of here with the colors, like how the pathways of what's happening. I'm gonna go back to preset 1. I feel like it's a little too much. I kind of like... Go just back to sign. I'm trying to think of like how I'm going to include this in this project file. I already have like a million things going on. Makes it like a fun little challenge for this video. In addition to, let me know what you think in the comments. Would you rather me just review each plugin, not make a song? Or review each one as I'm doing now, maybe a little bit less than I typically do, but then show you how I would use it in a song. Let me know what you think in the comments. I guess I'll just do a preset 1, but I don't even know where to... You know what? Okay, so I have this here. As you see, I almost have this as like a one-shot, and this is at the end, beginning of bar 2. I don't have anything here. I guess we'll just do this. Alright, so now we have like... Yeah, actually that works. That's kind of cool. Okay. Next up is Carp, which is actually just one single instrument. And normally, I wouldn't review a plugin like this, being like, it's one instrument. But I really like the sound, texture, and quality of this one. I feel like, also, too, I love the GUI. The dolphins and the water's kind of random. And also I have decay. With the dampening, though, I can make multiple iterations of this, right? So I have this. Like, very, very quick one-shot pluck style, where I have this, right? Also kind of the same, but then as I go... let me bring this up, sorry. I'm going to put the decay. Right now, longer. All right. I'm going to... Just put this at 0. I'm going to add a saturate to this. Okay. See, I'm going to do this. I'm feeling right here. Maybe some type of like, I want. Yeah, something like that would be kind of cool. So it's like, right. And last is breath. This is a very unique one. I'm hoping we can get a kick out of this. Saving this one for the final syncopation with the kick. This is a random percussive synth generator. I have A and B, so I'm just going to play it. I'm going to turn this down, because sometimes it can be kind of loud. Right? And if I click A, right, and it generates random sounds. If I hit the microphone by accident, if I go here, right, to B, I can do the same thing. In addition, I can combine them, as you can see here. You can also see with the GUI here. And this one, you can create some really weird, funky stuff. I think the best one, though, is actually this dice right here. You adjust both the morph, A and B. So... Now, I was hoping that maybe we'd get a kick. We'll see what happens if the RNG is in my favor with the roll of the dice. You know what? That one, I could use as like a... I don't like the initial hit on it, but I could use it as like a hi-hat, so let's do this. Could maybe do something like this. Oh, and by the way, it doesn't matter what note you hit. It's more of like a one-shot. So the note that you hit isn't like pitch. It's not affected by the pitch, if that makes sense. There we go. All right. Now it's added finally in the last one. Now this is an E minor. It's not a big kick. Come on. Boop. Okay. All right. Come on. I'm now gonna do this. Okay. So you have a kick straight. I'm gonna go to. You know what? This is funny. I've actually not made a song with this pack yet. I did a video about it. It's the Excellent Sound Quest for Bass pack. You can see I've bought a bunch of Excellent Sound stuff. Gorilla, Mid-Tempo 2, Skrilla, and Quest for Bass. The Money E808s were free. They do release a lot of free stuff. So for the first time ever, I'm going to use this pack to create a song. Okay, so we're... I don't think I like those kicks. Then again, I don't know if I'd want like a booming kick. You know, maybe actually, I don't like those kicks, to be honest, when it comes to E. No. Okay, so maybe not. Luckily, we have a lot. So let's go to kicks. Okay. That may be what we want. Maybe. I don't know if I want like a big boom. No. No, definitely not a stomp. That may be what we want. I don't think like a big room kick, but I do want like a little bassy element there. Let's put this for now. Let me see how this sounds. Maybe. That's potential. That's probably my favorite one I've heard yet. Forgot they separate them like this. Nope. I guess I could always pitch up other kicks if I find one that, well, it's not really... Ooh. And then what I'd have to do is, I don't think this really fits the vibe, but let's transpose it up one. Nope. This one. Nope. One. There we go. I feel like the other kick may be better. You know what? Let's just see what happens. So, we are in 128, so it's kind of like a low-key big room kick. Not fully, but... Alright, let's hear it. See what happens. I feel like this should have like, so this is a cool, nope, almost though, almost. We can do boom and E. So this is going to be like, maybe a bit aggressive. Let's see it. Right? Alright, so this is what we're going to do. You may notice I have 14 things here, 15 being the kick. The reason why is on this one, we have SCFU. This is what we're going to do now. We're going to add in a return. This is actually usually how I mix. I'm just going to put like VST 2024, right? It's going to be kind of annoying. Actually, nope. Actually, I just thought of a better solution to this because I'm an idiot. Okay, so I'm going to recall this because I actually undid that. I'm going to group these. And then all of this will go in here. It's going to actually bother me that easy string is at the bottom. I don't know if I'm that person that sometimes I like the visualness. Okay, so now we have this. Actually, I don't even need, I guess, the routing now because they're all in the same group. So, and we're going to add in SCFU now on the big thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to, automation. Oh, yeah. We're going to put it on here. That way, this can play normally. And when the kick hits in, the sidechain will happen. I knew we were talking about sidechain earlier. See? It doesn't completely work, but let's remove that distortion. I don't really need that. I'll just throw this stuff on the master chain. Because I'm using free stuff, I guess typically I'd use a fab filter to, what is it called? Master this. But we'll do like a low-key master. I mean, why not? You know, we're already here. I'll show you how we do this. So first off, let's add an EQ. I'll use only Ableton stuff. That way, in case like you don't have, I'm going to do my mid-side. Do this very, very easy. First thing I'm going to do is adjust mid-side and low-cut the side bass, right? So we have this now. I'm not going to notice it too much, but... I don't know if this tail's long enough. No, it's not for this. Alright, and then what I want to do... I'm doing this, I think, from Zen World, is throw in a saturator. But put on, like a smudge. Then we're going to add... This is another free one, by the way. Nope, it's in main. OTT. Kind of like the dark feeling of this one. Sometimes this doesn't work the way I want it to. And then lastly, to add on a limiter, just so it's not clipping. Just look ahead a lot so it's not as like, you know, And I'll probably just leave it there for now, have it be on auto-release. Just a very low-key master. Probably put this here, actually. There it is, the 15 best free VST plugins for 2024. One thing I want to say is in the description below, I decided to post a link to this project file where you can download it completely for free in case you want to mess around with it, kind of check what I did, look into what I did, etc., etc. And in addition, let me know what you think. You know, I've done these videos, like I said, every year. I think since 2020 or 2019. I can't remember when I first did this kind of series where every year now I review a bunch of the free VST plugins being released. But not only that, the best free ones that have been released. And typically in all the other videos, I just kind of review them, talk about them, that's it. This is the first time of you making a song with all of them at once, which was kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of fun because at certain points I'm like, all right, I already have, you know, like 10 elements going on at once. How can I fit something in there? Whether it's like a loop or one shot or something that kind of adds in and fits in nicely, but isn't too overwhelming to listen to. You know, definitely fun time overall. And there it is, like I said, the 15 best free VST plugins 2024.